Take you live now.
This is
to
not
Treasurer
luck.
Josh Frydenberg.
This is the result of a considered economic plan that is working. An economic plan that now sees nearly 2 million more Australians in work today compared to when we came to government and under the Labor Party. With unemployment, underemployment, youth unemployment, all lower today than they were under Labor. Now, Simon, the Prime Minister, and I and our team have built on this economic plan in the budget just over 4 weeks ago. A budget that saw a material improvement to the bottom line. More than $100 billion improvement. The fastest fiscal consolidation in Australia in more than 70 years. We saw deficits more than halve over the forward estimates as a share of the economy, and then more than halve again by the end of the medium term. We saw debt as a share of the economy peak more than 5 percentage points lower and 4 years earlier than what was previously forecast. We delivered immediate cost of living relief for millions of Australians, halving the fuel excise, topping up the low and middle income tax offset by $420. So if you are earning $50, $60, $70, $80, $90,000, you will get $1,500 in your wallet when you put your tax return in from the 1st of July. 6 million pensioners, veterans, carers and others on income support got $250 payments to help ease those cost of living pressures. And we've made medicines more affordable and accessible for more than 2 million Australians. And also in the budget was our plan for more jobs and higher economic growth. With a plan that sees investments in small business, with accelerated tax deductions for businesses to go and skill up their workers and to buy the new technologies to enhance their business. More investment in skills, with support for apprentices, which are now at record numbers, 220,000 trade apprentices today, the highest since records began back in 1963, with $5,000 payments to apprentices to boost the commencement rates and up to $15,000 to those employers who take them on to boost those completion rates. And we've also seen in this budget more investments in our regions as the new frontier of economic growth, as well as in transport infrastructure with a 10-year, $120 billion infrastructure pipeline. And boosting our manufacturing, including with an mRNA vaccine manufacturing facility here in Melbourne, because we need to build greater supply chain resilience in the face of higher geopolitical risk around the world. So this is our record and this is our economic plan. And Australians know they can trust Scott Morrison to lead our country through the economic challenges that we face in the coming months and years ahead. Now is not the time to roll the dice on a weak Labor leader who has no economic plan. A weak Labor leader who doesn't know the cash rate, who doesn't know the unemployment rate, and who now seems to want to run a $2.1 trillion economy from one press conference to another. What's happened in the last 2 days is illuminating. Because when it comes to the Labor Party's commitment to a 5.1% increase in wages, it was a thought bubble. It goes against the practice of both sides of politics to leave these decisions to the Independent Fair Work Commission. And what is more, it's now being contradicted by Anthony Albanese's own shadow ministers. Jim Chalmers has admitted they have no mechanism to deliver on it. And now you've heard from Jason Clare just this morning that somehow they will be putting in a submission to that effect. So they really are making it up as they go. And people know with Anthony Albanese, they have a Labor leader who has spent his whole career championing higher taxes, whether it was a congestion tax, a carbon tax, a mining tax, death duties, higher superannuation taxes, higher income taxes, higher family business taxes, a housing tax and a retirees tax, all of which Anthony Albanese said Labor had a strong mandate for. You see, with Anthony Albanese, Labor would deliver a leader who doesn't understand the economy and has no plan for it. And a Labor Party that will always tax more and always spend more.